As children, joy came effortlessly. Everything felt new, alive, and full of possibility. But as the years pile on, that sense of wonder often fades, replaced by stress, disappointment, and a creeping sense of dissatisfaction. Why does the thrill of life seem to slip through our fingers as we age? The Stoics believed this wasn't a tragic inevitability, but a failure of perspective. We lose our joy not because the world changes, but because we do. We trade curiosity for cynicism, wonder for worry, and presence for endless regrets and ambitions. But what if growing older didn't have to mean growing bitter? What if it was our opportunity to refine joy into something deeper, something unbreakable? Let's uncover why and how you can reclaim what time threatens to take. If this resonates, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. 1. The weight of expectations. As we grow older, the world's demands multiply, and we begin to define ourselves by external markers: career success, family roles, social status. The playful freedom of childhood is replaced by the heavy burden of becoming someone in the eyes of others. We chase promotions, build reputations, and accumulate possessions in a desperate attempt to prove our worth. Yet each accomplishment, instead of bringing lasting fulfillment, often feels hollow, leading to a new set of pressures. What's next? What if I lose it? The Stoics understood that this endless pursuit is a trap. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the Roman world, wrote, "Look beneath the surface, let not the quality of things dazzle you." He knew that titles and applause mean nothing if they compromise your inner peace. Instead of striving to meet every expectation imposed on you, the Stoics urged self-mastery, to measure your success by your ability to act with virtue, courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, regardless of how the world responds. By shifting our focus inward, we reclaim control. Imagine the relief of realizing that you don't need to impress anyone. What matters is not how high you climb in the eyes of the world, but how steadily you walk your chosen path. The moment you untangle your self-worth from external approval, the weight of expectation lifts and joy quietly returns. 2. The fear of loss. Time has a cruel way of revealing what we never wanted to face. Everything we love will eventually be taken from us. Youth fades, loved ones pass, achievements are forgotten, and even our strongest memories begin to blur. For many, this truth casts a long shadow over life, turning every gain into a source of anxiety. How long can I keep it? The more we cling to permanence in an impermanent world, the more fragile our happiness becomes. The Stoics, however, viewed this reality not as a cause for despair, but as the ultimate teacher of gratitude and presence. Epictetus famously reminded his students, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well." This wasn't resignation, it was liberation. When you accept that life's fleeting nature is beyond your control, you begin to cherish each moment for what it is, unrepeatable, precious, and fleeting. Think of a sunset. It's beautiful precisely because it doesn't last. We don't curse the sky for its fading colors, we simply marvel at their existence. Life, too, becomes richer when we live with this mindset. Instead of fearing loss, we can embrace the present fully, knowing that nothing is owed to us, not tomorrow, not even the next breath. And in that awareness, we discover an unshakable joy that thrives, not despite life's impermanence, but because of it. 3. The trap of comparison. As we age, we inevitably measure our progress against others. Friends who seem more successful, peers with bigger houses, or strangers living lives that social media portrays as flawless. Comparison turns life into a race with no finish line, leaving us exhausted and disillusioned. We scroll through curated moments of others' triumphs and wonder, why not me? This silent competition robs us of our ability to appreciate our own path. Seneca warned against this trap when he wrote, "You are ruining the chance to be happy by always looking at someone else." The Stoics believed that comparison is a form of self-sabotage because it distracts us from what truly matters, our unique journey. You cannot walk someone else's path, nor can you know their struggles beneath the surface. When we fixate on others, we forget that the only standard that matters is whether we are better today than we were yesterday. True contentment comes when you stop asking, "Am I ahead of them?" and start asking, "Am I aligned with my values?" Imagine how freeing it would feel to judge your life not by external trophies, but by internal peace. The more you stay rooted in your purpose, the less the noise of comparison can disturb your joy. 4. The burden of regret. With time comes a longer past, and with it, the temptation to replay mistakes and missed opportunities, the job you didn't take, the love you didn't fight for, the words you wish you could unsay. Regret can haunt us, whispering that life could have been different, maybe even better. But dwelling on what could have been blinds us to what still can be. Marcus Aurelius, despite ruling an empire, understood this struggle well. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, stop lamenting the past and start living with integrity in the present. The Stoics saw regret as a thief that steals today's potential by chaining us to yesterday's failures. You cannot change the past, but you can control how you move forward. Instead of seeing your past as a list of failures, view it as a well of wisdom. Every misstep has shaped the person you've become, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The path ahead is still yours to walk. The sooner you release the burden of regret, the sooner you'll rediscover the joy that only the present moment can offer. 5. The illusion of someday. One of the greatest enemies of joy is the belief that happiness lies in the future. We tell ourselves, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I retire, when I achieve that one big goal." But someday is a mirage that keeps moving further away the closer we get. Instead of living fully now, we defer our joy, convinced that life will finally begin once we've earned it. The Stoics saw through this illusion. Seneca cautioned, "While we wait for life, life passes." They understood that the present is all we ever have. Waiting for perfect conditions to be happy is like waiting for the sea to be still before you set sail. You'll never leave the shore. Consider how often you put off simple pleasures, meaningful conversations, or adventures because you're waiting for the right time. The truth is, the right time is now. Life is happening in real time, not in some distant future where everything aligns perfectly. By embracing what is here today, imperfect, fleeting, and unpredictable, you open yourself to a joy that isn't dependent on achievement, but on presence. Happiness isn't a reward at the end of the journey. It's woven into the moments you choose to appreciate along the way. Let go of someday, and you'll find that joy was waiting for you all along. Conclusion: the joy you've forgotten. Growing older doesn't have to mean growing bitter or weary. The Stoics taught us that life's greatest thief isn't time, it's our own misplaced focus. We lose our joy when we chase approval, fear loss, compare ourselves to others, dwell on the past, or postpone happiness for some distant someday. But the remedy is simple, though not always easy. Return to the present moment. Remember that joy isn't found in perfection or control. It's found in living with purpose, accepting what comes, and letting go of what doesn't serve you. As Marcus Aurelius put it, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The time you have is already enough, and you are already enough. So take a breath. Stop waiting. The life you long for isn't somewhere else. It's right here, waiting for you to notice. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that helps you reclaim your purpose and peace.